I'm waiting for
So,
Bucket to come up too.
I wanted to start with a quote from Rumi, who says, set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames." And fire is our inner light. It can both lift us up and it also burns us out. We feel it in our gut, our core, but it's also the essence of who we are. And at the center of our being is our own personal sun, a radiance of our inner light. And just as the sun gives energy to all the life force on earth, our inner light is our energy, our prana, our chi. So we all have this internal fire and heat, and it shows up as perseverance or commitment, focus, discipline. And I know it's what has brought so many of us to our sober curious journeys. And for me, absolutely what has kept me on my journey. So let's go ahead and set an intention for today. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze and place one hand on your heart and the other on your navel, and just connect to yourself as you breathe. And perhaps you want to set an intention of exploring your passions or listening to your gut, or perhaps recommitting to something that's just fallen to the wayside. Bring that intention to your heart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, seal in that intention. And I'm going to join everybody on the mat. And if you have blocks or a blanket, go ahead and make sure that you have those close by. Remember to always listen to your body. Um, if something's uncomfortable, you can always just come to a seated position, child's pose, tabletop. But listen to that body because it's telling us what we need and what we don't need. So let's take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to do some seated cat cows. So rolling forward with the shoulders and the back. Inhale, arch the back, lift the chin. And I'm going to have you do a few of these on your breath, just loosening up that back, opening up that chest. And when you're ready, join me back in neutral. We'll do some Sufi rolls, and that's just rolling forward and rotating your core body, loosening up those muscles. And if you want to get a deeper stretch, I like to lean my shoulder in as I come towards the front of my knee. Make sure you're breathing through this. And go ahead and reverse in the opposite direction. And then join me back in neutral. Take a deep breath in, lift your arms up overhead, lock your thumbs, and your arms are up overhead. Wiggle a little bit. And we're going to kind of wake up some of that fire, that energy, that heat. And we're just going to start shaking. We're shaking that chi, that energy down through our arms, waking it up. And then come to stillness. Take a deep breath in and arms back down to your side. Let's raise our left arm up overhead on the inhale. And as you exhale, lean over to the right side. You can go as far or as deep as you want with that right arm. You can just sit with your hand on the ground. You could use a block, a blanket, or go deep into your elbow flat on the ground. And breathe here. I like to move a little bit, almost a slight pumping of the arms to get a big, deep stretch, opening up that left side of my body. And on the next inhale, come all the way back up and drop that left arm down. And let's do the right side. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, drop to the left. You may also notice one side is a little tighter than the other. This side's always tighter for me. Make sure you're breathing as you're flowing through, slight movement. And on the next inhale, come all the way back up to center. And now we're going to just do some windmilling of our arms. So take your left arm and go to the right side, and then just kind of windmill them both back and forth. Twisting just through the core and center of our body. And when you're ready, come back to center. And we're going to do some neck rolls. So go ahead and drop chin to chest. Roll the head to the right side, ear to shoulder. And roll to the left side. And go ahead and do this on your breath. I find that sometimes certain parts of my neck need a little more stretch. So stop, pay attention to that, and feel what the neck is telling you it might need. Sometimes you might need to go nice and slow, sometimes a little faster. Right now, my neck is cracking all over. And then come back to center. And we're going to open our throat here. So just kind of look up to the sky, release the jaw, make sure that it's not locked, can move it around. Take an inhale here and exhale. And then we're going to take our hands and put them right behind our sit bones, facing forward, and lean back. And you're opening up through the chest, opening that heart. Take deep breath in. Let your head hang backwards. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Let's go ahead and go into child's pose. So you want your knees on the edge of your mat, toes touching, and you can lean back, stretch those arms forward. Options, head to the ground. You could use a block or a towel and put it on your forehead. And really push those sit bones away from the center and reach those arms forward, spreading out those fingers. And we're going to breathe here. And then we're going to move into hippie child. So hippie child, we're just coming up from child's pose, rotating around and going back down. So just some slight movement. Make sure you are breathing here. And then make sure you reverse that. And when you're ready, come up to tabletop. So you want your arms parallel with your shoulder. Your knees are about hip width apart. And we're going to do some twists here. So we're going to start with our left arm. So take a deep breath in, and as you breathe, raise the left arm. And as you exhale, thread it through, but don't come all the way down. And come all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, thread it. Inhale. Exhale, thread. Inhale, and on this one, I want you to drop the shoulder all the way down to the ground. And watch your hips. Your hips will tend to want to move to the right to follow that arm. So try to get your hips to stay neutral as you are down in that twist. And then when you're ready, take an inhale, come all the way back up, and exhale into tabletop. From here, we're going to do bird dog. So I want you to take your left arm and you're going to reach it out straight ahead, and your right leg goes out into a straight line forward. Option to put your toes on the ground. And take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring that knee to your left elbow. And back out. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. One more. And come back to tabletop. Now take that right leg, and I want you to stretch it out. You're on your toes, and you're getting a nice stretch through the calf. And you can kind of rock back and forth on those toes. And back to tabletop. And we're going to do that same sequence for the other side. So let's take a deep breath in. Right arm goes up and thread through. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread. Inhale. Exhale. And on this next exhale, come all the way through, dropping that shoulder. Again, watch the hips, keeping them straight and neutral. Breathe here. And come back up to tabletop. And now we're going to stretch out our our right arm and our left foot. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. And we'll do one more. And then we're going to stretch that left calf out. So on your tiptoes, rocking back and forth. And then come back to tabletop. And from here, we're going to push up into downward dog. So curl your toes under, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, push up. You want to make sure your shoulders are not tightened up. Loosen them, drop them to the ground, your head, your neck, neutrally hanging. You can walk the dog, just kind of rock those legs back and forth. And when you're ready, walk your feet forward or your hands back into forward fold. On the inhale, come halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do another sun salutation and move into our standing flow. So let's take a deep breath in, arms up overhead, and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop down into plank. Options here, you can put the knees on the ground or stay in plank. Inhale, and on the exhale, lower down. Make sure your elbows are tucked in. Inhale, lift the chest for baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, push up into downward dog. We're going to stay in downward dog. And I want you to raise your right leg. So this is three-legged downward dog. And we're going to bring that leg through, kind of just like we did for bird dog, to the left elbow. So the right leg is up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Leg up. Now go to center. Inhale to the right. Inhale, bring that right leg all the way through into crescent lunge. So your hips are facing forward. You can have your hands on your hip, feet are forward. You can put your arms up on your thigh, whatever is feeling right for you. Deep breath in, exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to go into warrior two. So warrior two, you want your hips facing forward or facing to the side. You're opening up. You want that right knee over the right leg, and your left foot is at about a 45-degree angle. So we're at warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Straighten that right leg, come up into star, and exhale, warrior two. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Stay here in warrior two. Flip that right palm up. Take a deep breath in and scoop up that light into peaceful warrior. Breathe here. And on the exhale, cartwheel the arms back down. Your right elbow kind of rests on your right shin. We're in a side angle stretch. And then from here, go ahead and turn forward into crescent lunge again. Deep breath. Hips are facing forward. Arms up to the sky or on your hips. Exhale, forward fold, step back with that right foot into downward dog. Inhale, drop into plank. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, drop back down. Inhale, curl those toes under. And on the exhale, push back up into downward dog. Breathe here. And walk your feet forward or your hands back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, extend a mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do that same sequence all on the left side. So we're going to turn, face the opposite. Take a deep breath in, hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop into plank. Inhale and exhale, drop all the way down. Make sure those elbows are in. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, all the way down. Curl the toes under on the inhale. And on the exhale, lift up into downward dog. Breathe here. Take your left leg now and shoot it up all the way to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring that knee to elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Inhale, leg up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale up, and on the exhale, bring that left leg through into crescent lunge. Breathe here. And when you're ready, we're going to move into warrior two. So again, open up your hips. Left foot is forward. Right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Arms out in front. Inhale. Star. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, star. Exhale, stay in warrior two. Flip that palm up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Stay here, breathe. And on your next exhale, cartwheel those arms over to a side angle. You want that left elbow resting on the left thigh. Reach forward. And then go ahead, go into crescent. Breathe here. Deep breath in. Hands cartwheel down. Bring that left leg back into downward dog. Drop down into plank. Inhale. And on the exhale, drop down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, back down. Curl those toes under. Inhale, and on the exhale, lift up into downward dog. And let's just stay here. Breathe. You can walk the dog out. Walk the feet forward or the hands back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, extend a mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little flow of goddess pose, which is, I think, yoga's fancy and nice way of saying squats. So you're going to stand on your mat with your hips and your feet aligned. And just to review before we get started, when you're going down into a squat, make sure that you don't want your knees coming over your toes. You really want to sit back with your sit bones and squat so my knees are parallel with my toes. So try to make sure that you're staying in alignment. Only go down as far as you can. If you can only go this far, that's totally fine. If you're not even ready for a squat, that's fine too. You can stay standing. So on the inhale, we are standing straight. The exhale is always the squat. So we'll do one round and I'll lead you through it. And then we'll do another. Okay, so inhale, hands up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, stand up, hands up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, and on this squat, we're going to do eagle arms. So cross the right arm over, lift up, and up. And exhale, do the other arm. Inhale, up. Exhale, come down, and you're going to side arm stretch all the way up. Inhale, right arm over, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, back up. And that's kind of how the sequence goes. We'll do 2 rounds of that, and I'm going to let you do it on your breath. You're welcome to follow along with me, but I know everybody's different in their aerobic ability. So deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, eagle arms. Inhale. Exhale, eagle arm other side. Exhale, left arm over. Right arm over. Hands to heart. And up. One more. And deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, eagle arms. Inhale, other eagle arm. Inhale, left arm over. Inhale, right arm over. Inhale, hands to heart. Inhale, back to mountain pose. All right, let's go into child's pose. I know I need to catch my breath. So again, knees to the edge of the mat, toes together, sit down, and just breathe here. That was a good heating of our body. And the inner fire is one of the most important things mankind can possess. And at times there'll be this fire. We can't avoid that, but it's always up to us to determine whether we let that consume us or purify us. And go ahead and join me on your back. And you can take a block or a blanket, whichever you have, and you're welcome to put it underneath that lower back, but we're going to raise both our legs to the sky. And we're just resting here as our legs are up towards the sky. Breathe. Now I want you to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, lower those legs, not all the way down, and we're gonna hold this for 3, 2, 1, and back up to the sky. Inhale and exhale down. You can hold this for 3, 2, 1. Back up to the sky. Last time. And lower those legs. 3, 2, 1. Lift those legs back up. Option to stay here, or if you'd like, we're going to move up into a shoulder stand, which I need to remove my blanket. And on the inhale, you're going to lift your sit bones off the ground, and you're almost standing on your shoulders. Again, option to just stay down. And then on your next inhale, you can drop those legs behind you into a plow position, if you'd like. That gives a really nice stretch in the lower back. And bring those legs back up. And go ahead and drop your feet to the ground. Knees are now to the sky. Bring the feet to the sit bones. And let's bring those knees in and just rock back and forth. And you can put the feet back down on the ground. And let's just windshield wiper the knees from one side to the other, left and right. You can have your arms out in a T. And go ahead and bring your right foot up to the sky. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. Push that right knee away. Inhale and bring that left leg up as well. You can hold behind your thighs. You can also just stay here on the ground. Flex that right foot. And again, push that right knee away. Sometimes it likes to come forward and want to follow your head. Push it away. And breathe here. Cross that right leg over. Put the left leg back down on the ground, and we're just going to drop over to the left side. option here, you can put a block under that right knee. You don't have to cross your legs, or you can just let it drop to the ground. Look out over your right shoulder and breathe. On the next inhale, you can bring your legs back up, both feet on the ground, knees up to the sky. And let's go ahead and raise that left leg and bring the left ankle to the right knee. Option to stay here or bring that right knee in towards your body, walking your hands behind the thigh. Flex that left foot. Push the left knee away. This is a really good hip opener. And then go ahead and drop that right foot down. Cross the left leg over and drop to the right side. Arms can be out in a T. Again, an option to put a blanket underneath that knee or not to cross the legs at all. And breathe. And then when you're ready, come back to center. We're going to do a little bit of bridge work. So our feet are on the ground, our knees are up, your feet are towards your sit bones. And we're going to inhale. And as we inhale or as we exhale, lift the sit bones up off the ground, arms up overhead. And exhale. Inhale, lift and arms up overhead. Exhale back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale back down. We'll do one more. Inhale, lift, squeeze through those buttocks, and exhale down. Now, we're going to do a little abductor and adductor, or internal and external thigh work here. So if you have a block, use that, or a rolled up blanket. And we're going to start by putting that in between our knees. And this time when we lift for bridge, I want you to squeeze that block with your knees, and you should feel it on the outside of your hip. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And now I want you to place it on the ground between your feet. And now when we inhale, we're going to squeeze our feet together with the block. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. Exhale. Last one. And lower back down. Now we're going to take our blocker, our blanket, and put it underneath at the very bottom of our lower back. So we're raised up. And you're going to stretch both legs out and lift your arms up overhead. And it's a full body stretch. I like to think of it kind of like a pontoon boat. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, we can take that block out, lower back down, and go ahead and again, keep that full body stretch, but you're on the ground. And I want you to walk your left leg out to your left side. Let your right leg follow, and do the same with your left and right arm. So now you're almost in like a banana shape. And we're getting a nice stretch through the right side of our body. And then we're going to come back and do the same thing with the other side. So right leg goes towards the right, then the left leg follows. Right arm and then left arm follows. Nice stretch in that left side. Breathe deep into those ribs. And then come back to center. And go ahead and bring those knees to the chest. Just rock back and forth. If you'd like, you can go into happy baby, lift the legs, grab the feet, continuing to rock back and forth. And we're going to get ready for Savasana. So you can find a comfortable position, laying down. And if you need to put a blanket underneath your head or underneath your back, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And I'm going to be guiding you into a meditation as you rest. So, laying here, begin by noticing your breath. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Your chest rises and falls as your breath flows in and out. Perhaps bring your intention to mind as you inhale and exhale. We are all beings of light. Our light is who we really are. As we grow on our journeys, we will expand this light. We will become filled with this light and radiate light to everyone we meet. Be aware of the life force of your breath. Feel this life force filling you. Feel your body awakening inside with every breath, nourishing, energizing, strengthening. Begin to see this life force as pure light flowing through your body. Maybe it's white or a warm orange or yellow glow. This light is your essence. It's who you really are. Pure light, pure consciousness. Imagine a time before you were born. before you had this physical body, a time when you were just a spark of light, a flame. Your light is part of the supreme light, resting in the divine heart. Feel the presence of the divine or the universe within you. Feel it filling every aspect of your being, surrounding you, flowing through you, your essence as a pure divine light. This is who you really are, beyond any physical form. The light that you are, the light that has always been you, the light that will always be you. Just rest in this light, safe within this light, always here, always surrounding you, always protecting you. Release any fears into the light. Release any doubts, challenges. Allow them to just dissolve into the light.
Your essence. Rest in your light, pure, divine light. Just rest and I'll watch the time.
Begin to be aware of your breathing. And take a few deep breaths. Bring your awareness to your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe give yourself a full body stretch, reaching your arms up overhead. And when you're ready, you can join me in a seated position. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Live as light. Share your radiant light with everyone today, tomorrow, throughout the week. I want to thank you for sharing your light with me today and practicing self care for yourself. Namaste.